Heard of transportation services before, but there's 3 transportation services. Non-ambulance emergency transportation services. There's PTS, patient transportation services. And there's home to school and school to home. There's a plethora of other transportation services as well, but I would say those are the most, not only the most common, a lot of you guys don't realize, but you could start a non-emergency ambulance service yourself. I think sometimes things look so out of reach and so intimidating that it's like, oh my gosh, I could never do that. Why not? It's a very similar process. The process for domiciliary care or supported living or care home is very similar. In the supporting documents you would need to provide policies and procedures, insurances, your statement of purpose, your business plan, your experience. The things are the same. But I think the reason why transportation services look so out of reach is because there's not a lot of information on it. I learned about it. I know a lot about transportation services. The only reason I didn't talk about it is because I didn't realize how much of a demand it was. And I felt like there wasn't a demand because there's not as much supply. But actually, there's not as much supply because there's not as much because information is not as accessible. But the truth is, a lot of people want to become transportation service providers. And yes, anyone can start a business in that. So if you're a nurse, if you're a carer, if you're an occupational therapist, la-di-da-di-da, you could become a transportation service provider.